Good afternoon. My name is Justin Bernstein, and on behalf of the American Mock Trial Association, it's my pleasure to welcome you to our 2016 National Championship Tournament here in Furmon University, in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm going to turn this over to our host of the tournament, the person for whom our Judges Hall of Fame is now named, to introduce the judges, Dr. Glenn Halva-Neubauer. Glenn?
It's my pleasure to introduce the 2016 Bell Tower Championship Final Trial panel, beginning with our presiding judge, the Honorable Albert Diaz from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit. His chambers are in Charlotte. Next, we have the Chief Justice Retired of the South Carolina Supreme Court, the Honorable Jean Hofer Toll. Next to her is a dear friend of mine who's recruited more judges for this weekend than about anybody else in Greenville. Her name is Judge Aphrodite Kondoris, and the Honorable Judge Kondoris is a member of the South Carolina Court of Appeals. Next to her is the Honorable Joy Peak, a U.S. magistrate from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and one of my favorite former students here at Furmon. Seated next to her is the Honorable C. Diane Smock, who is a probate judge here in Greenville for many years, and then hung up her robe to become a member of the Greenville City Council, and now she's a community volunteer extraordinaire, and I'm proud to call her one of my dear friends. Next to her is Mr. Ed Bell, who is the president of the Charleston School of Law. And because of Mr. Bell's school's largesse, we are able to put on this tournament this weekend. The Charleston School of Law is our presenting sponsor. Next to Mr. Bell is the Honorable Jennifer Sattler. Judge Sattler is a judge on the Allegheny County Court of Appeals in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Judge Sattler is a former member of the American Mock Trial Association Board of Directors, and I'm proud to call her one of my friends. Next to her is Dr. Felicia Walker Stewart, who is an associate professor of communication studies at Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Stewart has long been a member of the adopted Furmon family because she served as an AMPA representative here for many years. She also served honorably on the American Mock Trial Association Board of Directors. She's hung up her cleats in the mock trial world, much to the loss of all of us, but we're glad to welcome her back this afternoon. Next to her is Ms. Zandra L. Johnson of the Z Law Firm here in Greenville, South Carolina. Zandra honors us with her presence again. She's been a stalwart member of our judging pool for many years. I'm proud to call her my friend, and she's just one of the coolest people in the world, and she just needed to be on this panel. In the back, we have the Honorable Stanley Birch. And Judge Birch was on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit for 20 years, serving from 1991 to 2011. He is currently in a mediation practice in Atlanta, and he, too, honors us with his presence today. He is a recent acquisition in my you got your gum on Glenn Halva-Neubauer's shoes and you can't get it off. So I think you're over with the things you owe me, Judge Birch. Next, we have Ms. Maureen Gratton, who is a family litigator at Rogers Sheffield in Santa Barbara, California. Ms. Gratton is a highly successful California coach, having coached the 2016 California High School Champions, as well as the World Champions in the Empire Tournament, which is a major high school event in Brooklyn, New York. She's a wonderful soul to have come all across the country to judge in our events. So welcome, Marie. Next to her is Mr. Mark Phillip. Mr. Phillip is a partner at Kirkland and Ellis in Chicago, Illinois. One of our divisions was named after Kirkland and Ellis. Mr. Phillip has done many things. He was a federal district judge for the Northern District of Virginia. He was an acting Attorney General of the United States. He was Deputy Attorney General of the United States. I mean, he owes me absolutely nothing. I don't know how we got so lucky to get him to be here, but he has moved heaven and earth to be here. So thank you, Mr. Phillip, for being here to honor us. Next is the Honorable Jack Lucky. Judge Lucky is on the Superior Court of the State of California in Riverside County. He is a mock trial high school enthusiast. His daughter participates in mock trial. I thank President Bernstein for recommending him to me, and we're honored to have Judge Lucky on our campus. Next to him is Jay Richardson. Mr. Richardson is an assistant U.S. attorney in Columbia, South Carolina. He has many credits to his resume, including the fact that he was a clerk to the late Chief Justice William Rehnquist. He currently, among the cases that he is taking, he has the government's case against Dylan Roof, who was the alleged murderer in the Charleston 9 case. So he has the federal government's case against Mr. Roof. Next to him, we have the back for another championship trial, Mr. Jonathan Hartsfield, who was the captain and an All-American several times over for the 2009 national champion Timberwolves from Northwood University in Midland, Michigan. We're so pleased that Jonathan is back to have the competitor perspective on our panel. And finally, brought together again is his teammate, Mr. Bryce Rucker, who is an associate at Dykema in Detroit, Michigan, and he too is an All-American, but an All-American witness. Also a member of the Northwood University 2009 National Championship team. That's your 2016 National Championship.